Most mothers aren't struggling because they're weak. They're struggling because they're wounded. And those childhood wounds, the ones you never asked for and never deserved, are quietly shaping the way you mother today. But when you step into your feminine energy, into your softness, your intuition, your ability to nurture and bring peace, something powerful happens. You don't just heal yourself, you heal your motherhood. And the atmosphere of your entire home begins to change. Hi friends, my name is Hannah, and here at Purposeful Home, I help women manage their homes with intention, keep the romantic spark in their marriage alive, and embrace the beauty that is motherhood. If any of that resonates, be sure to subscribe and stick around. Today's video is going to feel like exhaling because we're talking about something tender, something deeply personal, and something every single mother carries: the wounds of our childhood and how we can heal them through feminine energy so we can show up as the mothers we were created to be. That being said, I want to make it very clear this is not a blame game. I believe in operating from the perspective that everyone was doing the best they could with the knowledge that they had at the time. I also think that we're very blessed to live in an age of an abundance of information made available to us. So things like healing from the inside out like this are much easier for us than it was for our ancestors. And I'm very grateful for that. So I don't want us to blame anyone. I truly like to believe that people were working with the best knowledge and emotional intelligence that they had available to them. No one's perfect. We're not perfect. And it's on us to do the best we can with what knowledge we have now. So please don't hear that I'm trying to blame anyone's parents or your guardians. I believe everyone did the best they could. With that being said, let's get straight into the video. I believe that most women have no idea just how much their childhood is still currently shaping them. It's very easy to think, oh, that was years ago, or I'm over that, or I don't even think about it anymore. However, your body remembers, your nervous system remembers, your patterns remember. Childhood wounds and experiences don't show up as memories necessarily. They can show up as irritability, impatience, yelling, shutting down, feeling overwhelmed by noise, taking everything personally, feeling unappreciated, feeling invisible, feeling like you're failing even when you're doing everything right, feeling resentful but not understanding why. These wounds live inside the part of you that learned how to survive, not how to thrive. And that part of you, it doesn't just disappear. She becomes the mother we are today, unless we are intentionally healing. And let's be honest, motherhood has a way of pressing on the exact places we never healed. A child whining might tap the wound of never being heard. A messy home might tap the wound of feeling unsafe. A husband relaxing might tap the wound of over-responsibility. A child ignoring you might tap the wound of feeling invisible. Chaos might tap the wound of childhood anxiety. You're not struggling because you're a bad mom. You're struggling because the version of you who needed love, softness, and safety never received it. And she rises up in the moments you're overwhelmed. But here's the beautiful truth. Your feminine energy is the antidote. It is the medicine. And it is the God-given design that heals the woman inside of you. So let's talk about how childhood wounds affect your motherhood now. I want us to go deeper into what these wounds look like in real everyday moments. So first, let's talk about the wound of not feeling safe. If your childhood was unpredictable or unstable, you learned to stay on edge. Now, as a mother, this might look like jumping to worst-case scenarios, raising your voice quickly, needing control, getting overstimulated easily, tensing up over small messes or noise, feeling like you can't breathe when the house gets chaotic. This isn't you being dramatic. This is your younger self still trying to protect you. Then there's the wound of not feeling seen or heard. If your emotions weren't attuned to, you learned to mute yourself. Now this wound shows up when you feel disrespected, when your children ignore you, or your husband doesn't notice your hard work. You feel invisible in your own home. You feel overly sensitive to tone or attitude. You get emotional without understanding why. Because deep down, the child inside you is still whispering, "Does anyone see me?" Then there's the wound of over-responsibility. Many women who were the little adults of their home, they were the responsible one, the peacekeeper, the caretaker, they now have this wound show up as doing everything themselves, struggling to rest, feeling guilty just sitting down, sometimes resentment towards a partner, or burnout that feels endless. Because that wound learned that your worth equals how much you carry. And then there's the wound of emotional loneliness. If you didn't have a parent who connected emotionally, you may now feel numb, disconnected, uncomfortable with affection, unsure of how to comfort a crying child, more easily frustrated, unable to soften, not because you don't love your children, but because softness wasn't modeled for you. These patterns don't change with rules or discipline. They change through healing. The healing happens through Yeshua, our Messiah, and through his wonderful gift that he gave to us, which is feminine energy. So let's talk about what feminine energy really is, because it's not weakness, it's not passivity, and it's not being quiet or subdued. Biblical feminine energy is gentleness, nurturing, wisdom, peace, discernment, emotional intelligence, a creating atmosphere. It's building a home from the inside out. Let us remember that the Proverbs 31 woman is described as a woman who opens her mouth with wisdom, clothes her home with strength and dignity, rises with purpose, and watches over the ways of her household. This is feminine energy. It is powerful, it is transformative, and it is stabilizing. And your children, your marriage, and your home are deeply shaped by whether you mother from a wounded woman or a healed feminine woman who is aligned with the way God made her to be. So now let's discuss how feminine energy heals childhood wounds. I want to go deeper into the healing process. Feminine energy teaches us softness. Your childhood may have demanded strength and resilience, but healing demands softness. Softness allows you to say, I don't have to defend myself anymore. I am safe now. I don't have to be on guard. Softness is how the inner child finally relaxes. Feminine energy helps you regulate your body. The nervous system is healed through slower breathing, gentle movements, a lowered voice, slower pacing, unclenching your muscles, making your body feel safe. When your body feels safe, your inner child feels safe, and you mother from peace, not panic. Feminine energy allows you to feel without shame. You were not designed to shut down emotionally. Feminine energy allows you to feel without spiraling, without suppressing, without judging. You comfort your emotions the way a loving mother would comfort her child. This is reparenting. This is biblical healing. Feminine energy also restores beauty to your home. This is deeper than aesthetic. Women are biologically designed to respond to beauty, and psychologically, beauty calms the brain. It activates the reward center. It helps regulate emotions and increases patience. Not to mention it brings joy and it promotes nurturing. This is why a clean, beautiful home affects women more than men. Beauty is therapy to the feminine heart, and therapy changes motherhood. Feminine energy also teaches you to receive, not just to give. A wounded child learns to do everything alone. A healed woman learns to receive help, rest, affection, support, ease, and partnership. This is holy. This is feminine. It is healing. Now let's talk about some daily feminine practices we can do to heal your inner child. Let's expand these deeply so they become powerful, repeatable rhythms, like creating micro moments of beauty, such as lighting a candle or turning on soft music, opening a window, set out fresh flowers, even if they're from the grocery store. Make one space calm. Your inner child sees that and whispers, "This home is safe." Give yourself the words you never heard. Every morning say, "I'm proud of you. You're allowed to rest. You're doing well. You don't have to earn love today." These are not affirmations. They are corrections to the lies childhood may have taught you. You can also intentionally slow your body. Move slower. Speak softer. Pause more. A rushed woman triggers a wounded child. A slow woman heals one. Have you ever noticed if you move super duper fast in a stressed out manner, it just makes you feel like you're constantly in fight or flight mode and you always feel this heightened level of stress? Well, slowing down changes that. When you have a slow, centered body, your nervous system slows down, everything feels more at ease. When you're feeling slow and intentional, you're less likely to be reactive to whatever your children need and much more proactive and have a much more calm and gentle response that you can be proud of. And it gets easier with practice. Every time you respond with joy or kindness, it becomes easier because you're creating new patterns. And this will eventually become your new normal. Also, take the time to show emotional connection with your kids. Like, take 2 minutes to sit and hold them or read a book. Read a book to them, I mean. Run your fingers through their hair. Look into their beautiful eyes. Let your voice soften. These moments don't just heal them, they heal the younger you who needed this too. Also, make sure to nourish yourself daily. This can be warm tea or skincare, a peaceful shower, stretching, a quiet moment to breathe, stepping outside for fresh air. And make sure you tell yourself, you matter too. So, all this to say, when we heal ourselves, we heal everything around us. Motherhood is much easier when the mother is healed. Your reactions soften, your patience grows, your voice gentles, your home calms, your marriage warms, your identity strengthens, your femininity flourishes. Not because life got easier, but because you healed. The little girl inside you deserved peace, and the woman you are now is capable of giving it to her. If you're ready to keep growing into your feminine, healed, intentional self, be sure to subscribe and stay connected. Thank you all so much for being here, and with any luck, I'll see you in the next one. Bye, friends.